All right, everybody. Today, we're going to be hitting you hard in the feels. We're going to be talking about the Halo ODST trooper, the Rookie. The life and the death. That's right. I've been your host, Dakota Morgan, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, and this is the Lorepod podcast, where we cover all things lore, pop culture, which is movies, video games, TV shows, all the shit like that. Now, today is a special episode. Currently, before the recording, it is the 20th, and on the 26th, Helldivers 2 is doing an ODST crossover as it comes to Xbox. And you bet your ass I'm going to be playing that with the Spartan Squad. We are going to be doing all we can, well, as many members that can afford to play it, because you got to buy it. Besides that, though, I figured, you know what? For this episode, we should be talking about the Rookie. Because in Halo 3 ODST, he is the main character you play as, the Silent Trooper, unless you hear or something like that, when you're being, of course, shot by brutes, or grunts, or jackals, or the fucking locust things, and all that sort of stuff there while you're in New Mombasa. Of course, Halo 3 ODST, a little backstory for you, is Halo 3.5. It is the in-between 2 and 3, where you don't play as John, the Master Chief 117. You play as the Rookie, which is supposed to be just you in general. No, you don't have shields, you don't have anything like that, and you need to find health packs in order to survive. Because you are trying to, this is during the Earth invasion, and you're trying to take back the African city of New Mombasa. Now that Halo 3 ODST kind of stuff's there, you've all played it. I mean, listen, I grew up on Halo. I'm almost 30 years old. Halo was my jam. Halo and Fallout and COD were my jam growing up on the 360. With the boys, everything. Those late night Halo nights. Ah, the goals. The dreams, the wonderful memories. Alrighty, now let's get back into it and stop doing a fucking TikTok memory lane here. Now, ODST, the Rookie. Born on February 5th, 2525, in Crimson City on the Luna, which is the colonized moon around Earth. In 2547, he did enlist and was soon proven to be too well, and then joined the ODSTs. During this time, he met a sergeant named Gage, who crashed a Pelican into a mountain in the area he was in order to save civilians. Now, this because there was a giant-ass battle going on and such like that, and he actually had a nuke aboard the Pelican and knew where he was going to go, civilians were going to die. Gage then told the Rookie that the Covenant were on the way, and what the Rookie did, well, he knew he couldn't get far because of everything going on, and that the nuke was going to go off. So he went to literally the other side of the giant mountain, probably ran and climbed his ass off. And I mean, what to use against a nuke? And a mountain, I guess. Even though you think the mountain would be gone, but whatever. Because Gage then set off the nuke. Now, he was, of course, picked up by a Pelican because he did survive, and he was sent to Earth. And this was, as he was sent to Earth, Reach had fallen. So that's right, Reach had fallen, and it was game over for the planet just as he was getting to Earth. So he probably got off a ship and was like, what happened? Now, a few months later, he was transferred to Alpha 9, and if you know what Alpha 9 is, that's the main group that you're part of in ODST. During the time, though, it did include a few different members, some of whom are named, but we don't really actually see them. It's going to be Romeo, Dutch, Mickey, and of course Buck, but then there was Kago and Agu as well. Now, Alpha 9, as well as some other ODST squads, were supposed to aid in Master Chief's capture, because during this time, New Mombasa was attacked, like we mentioned, and so Chief was going in, the Marines were defending it, and it was hell on earth for everybody here. Well, the Prophet of Regret was in a ship there, because we later learned he preemptively attacked and wasn't supposed to yet, which is why they were kind of winning in that battle. Well, as the ships were flying above, the spaceships, the ODSTs, which is, of course, the Orbital Drop Shop Trooper, and this is where they own their name, Troopers, feet first in the hell, because these guys drop from a pod and crash into wherever the fuck they're going. So they literally drop in a tear-shaped pod, crash down on the land, pop out of the pod, and start fighting. The coolest shit of all time right there. So what they do, well, decide to go above that ship with the Prophets in and just fire into the ship. It was really cool, really cool. During this time, though, when the Rookie was sleeping during a whole briefing mission there, which of course is great, only operative Dare did show up, and of course Buck and Dare have their own little history, but she did take Alpha 9 because she had her own little mission. And during the launch, she actually took control and actually moved Alpha 9 away from the spot they were going to go. Of course, we all know that is because she's trying to get to a different location. And doing this, though, actually saved their lives, because as this was happening, the ship went into hyperspace or slipspace and literally did slipspace in atmosphere, causing an EMP. And lots of lives were also lost then, too. It should also make it clear, New Mombasa was a very heavy heavy battle. Now, during this time, the rookie did crash, and he woke up 6 hours later, and he was able to escape from this pod, and apparently is a master detective. Batman would be proud, because this boy went through and found remnants of the old squad and their battles and such that had happened during the time when he was knocked unconscious, which also included city logs that you could find, and I was also talking about corruption that was going on, and especially stuff that was happening during the Covenant invasion, which included a little girl and such too, and the AI who ran the city, because that's a thing. Now I'm saying this on the podcast, that's actually probably in our future, but not in the bad way, but in kind of like a maintenance kind of security kind of way. Now, he was able to meet up with Dare as he was led to the area underground in the AI command part of the city, so an underground kind of AI base there, and of course Dare is going there. He met up with her. There was also, because of his logs on the corruption that he knew, and he knew everything was going on, and the AI was also aware of the situation as well. But there was a police officer there trying to get rid of a body that was part of the corruption thing. And before the trooper he did try to kill the rookie, but, let's just say the AI put him in a very buggy demise. Of course, they do get into the center, and Dare and the rookie are able to find the engineer, which is one of the alien species you do find. They're hooked up with explosives, sad to say. They're giant floating flesh balls with like a tentacle head and other tentacles. Well, the Covenant decided they needed them to fix stuff, because they're great at it, great at fixing machinery, and also controlling it. So they strap bombs to them in case any humans get too close, or if they need to blow them up, they blow them up. It's to say these creatures are not happy with their slavery. So the engineer does go a rookie and the Dare, and the three fight their way up, and they meet up to the top where they meet up with Buck and the rest of Alpha 9, who have taken a Phantom. That's right, they took a Phantom there, and they were flying around, but they knew they needed to get out of there. So, well, what happened? There was a giant highway battle, and the rest is history because they were able to escape during that time. Now, the rookie was passed out during an interrogation where we had Sergeant Johnson coming in there and interrogating our boy, the engineer. And before I forget it, though, I should mention the engineer's name for this whole time is Quick to Adjust. Now, after the war was over, because the Human Covenant War did not end too far after this, probably like a few days after this whole incident here, Halo 3 happened, and of course the war was over. After this time, downtime I should say, rookie stayed in the ODST, and in 2554, he was sent with Alpha 9, which is of course the same members as they were before, to Sergeant Buck's homeworld of Draco 3 in order to put down a rebellion against UNSC, because even though after everything had happened, there's like many amounts of humans. I mean, many, not many. There's only a little amount of humans out there in space right now because all the planets have been glass except for Earth, and Earth was the last stand. But of course, the whole government, literally saving everybody and shit. There's still people who want to rebel against UNSC, because of course there would be. You're so stupid. I would be like, hey, UNSC, yeah, you're fine. We're literally all alive. We'd either be the Flood right now, or we would be just glassed. So no, or all killed by the Halos in the whole galaxy. But hey, whatever. Sure, I guess there's still a rebellion. Well, they were able to find the command for the rebels at this time, because it's Alpha 9. They're going to get the job done. The rookie was sent in to flank the rebels, but was captured by Captain Egerton, their leader. Now, Mickey and Dutch did come to the rescue, though, and ambushed the captain, who was holding them at execution point, the rookie. Well, during this surprise ambush, the captain actually shot the rookie in the back of the head, killing him. That's right. The rookie we know and loved. The one we played many hours in campaign, and that we promote all over social media and such, and that we're going to be pretending we are again in Helldivers 2, has died. Now, I should say this is canon, and this is in canon, due to the books that have been coming out recently, and it's definitely a hard-hitting death, to say the least, because this was supposed to be you, the player, and this character was you, and to know he got killed hits a little bit to home, actually. Now, Alpha 9 did bury... God, I'm gonna fucking cry. I didn't think I would. Oh, wow, that's rough. Alpha 9 did bury him on the planet. Now, the shock of causing his death caused Dutch to retire from ODSTs and from the military in general. The rest of Alpha 9, though, enlisted into the new Spartan program, where they were taking they're taking recruits, but people who have been serving in the military for a long time, they were taking them in to become part of the new Spartan program. So it's volunteer instead of, kidnapping kids. So Buck, Mickey, and Romeo went in and did the program while Dutch did retire. But did he, though? And did his wife? I don't know. Dutch had a wife? A little positivity there, folks. There's a whole other thing about Dutch and his wife, and there's a whole ODST story about the gang getting back together. Now, you'll also be surprised to know, during this incident, it sent Mickey in a turmoil as well. But even though he joined the Spartan program, became a Spartan, well, he started a spiral. The rookie hit him hard after that incident. And Mickey actually defected and joined the rebellion. That's right, our boy Mickey, we know and love, joined the rebellion. Now it's the end of this story here for the life and the death of ODST, the Rookie. Halo always knows how to hit us with some great storytelling, I swear. I swear, whether it's comics, books, TV show, well, maybe, the animes, and the games themselves, there's always superbly well-written stuff here. So I absolutely love it. So thank you, everybody, for joining me on this episode today. If you enjoyed it, though, be sure to subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. My social media at Dakota Morgan 3 on X, Instagram at Dakota_Morgan97, and Twitch, CodaX97. In the description box down below. So, of course, as always, too, want to thank you, my lovely listeners. Again, subscribe wherever you're listening, and be sure to help promote the show. Hashtag Lorepod, wherever you want to post it. Helps us out greatly on the podcast, and I know there's a shit ton these days. Trust me, I've been podcasting for the past 10 years. I know there's so many of them these days, and when you start a new show like Lorepod, kind of gets a little pain in the ass. But thank you still for listening. And, of course, as always, everyone, stay creative.